Okay, everyone, in 5.
Oh, Jesus. Is anyone else's stomach sinking right now?
It's bTALK!
It's bTALK! Yay! We're back. We're back. You didn't want us, but we came anyway.
We're microphonally challenged.
Microphonally? We are actually microphonally challenged because we only have 2. So
And there are 4 of us.
There are
and the math
4
on
of
that
us.
does not add up.
And if you actually add our weights, there's 7 of us.
Yes. And in regards to that,
Speak for yourself, lady.
Whoa, girl. I'm not okay with that.
Oh, already the hatred started. This is going to be a wild ride. Tune in right now.
Wild
Plug
ride.
in. Clear your calendar. Let's do this, people. Hate.
So this is bTALK reboot reunion.
Special edition.
And I really
Special Mercial.
I really felt like we should be doing this a la the Real Housewives reunion shows.
Oh, shit.
Watch What Happens Live.
Who's going to be the dumb one?
Obviously.
It's always the dumb one that doesn't know they're the dumb one.
crickets.
Joel.
Whoa, girl. You guys are so bitchy. So anyway, I'm Jason.
I'm Joel.
This is Kurt.
And I'm Shannon.
And producer Jeremy's in the house, but Mikeless.
Hello.
Jeremy. And
Hello.
the reason we're coming back to you, not so live, is that this is the first time the 4 of us have been together since Shannon moved.
Is that the truth? We haven't even been.
No,
yeah, because you
Jason
guys have been
lies.
together
Jason
in
lies all the
Dallas,
time.
and I wasn't there. Or there's been fractions of us, but never
Yeah.
complete. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry a little bit. No, I'm not at all. Oh my God.
I think that's a physical impossibility, Kurt.
I think you need to cry on the inside.
Well, there had to be some time to heal. You know, there was so much
That's
bad
not the
blood and
inside.
animosity towards the end. I totally feel how 98 Degrees was. I get it now, you know? And they're getting back together.
And Hanson, too. They never split.
No.
Their careers just tanked, and there was lots of animosity.
Shannon likes Hanson, so watch.
Yeah.
I know. Bop.
I saw them in San Diego.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
I met the drummer
Bop.
and have his drumsticks.
Shit. Bop, ba-da, shit.
He
Ooh,
was
bop,
very
da.
he was very polite.
But
Gross.
much like us,
Play drummers are awesome.
Joel did a stint with Dancing with the Stars, but it was like a low budge, like Brooklyn Park version. It was like Dancing with the Seniors in the community center.
And they were surprised when that
But
beat
he
started
did-
and my shirt
he-
came off.
He
It
did
was a
turn
little
up
bit,
victorious. I think it was
Yeah.
because his shirt came off.
Oh, yeah.
Oons.
Shannon did his
Don't get
turn
me
as a
started.
stripper. So we're very much following in the 98 Degrees path. And then the other 2 did.
Nothing.
Wait, weren't there only 3 in 98 Degrees?
No, there were 4.
There was 2 brothers.
2 brothers
the
and 2 others.
Lachey
2 brothers and 2 others from other mothers.
I thought there was only 3.
They were brothers for life. You know what I mean? Like 98 Degrees.
Like
They
how
got the
black girls are
tattoos.
sisters or
Yeah.
traveling pants are sisters.
Sort of like we're not brothers.
Not at all. Although we did get accused of it at the restaurant the other night. And I was like,
Again?
well, you were there.
Even just last
I was
night,
like,
Jeremy
I
and
don't
I
look
were at
anything like
Jeremy
Joel.
and I were at
Gross.
Target, and the person checking us out at Target was
my
like,
evil
"Are you
Tourette's
guys
again."
brothers?" And I was like, "Girl,
Why, yes, we are.
Girl.
So I guess go for it."
So you know how they have the Chloe Sevigny
Exorcist.
yeah that drag queen does it.
So there's like Chloe. I like toast and I like barbecue, but
And
she says
Maniers.
instead of toast, she says toast, and instead of barbecue, she says barbacoa, and
manners is
and
manners.
and every single one starts, "Good evening, America. I'm Chloe Sevigny. It's recently come to my attention that I love toast. And it just cracks me up. I've been watching them ever since they came out. And then Shannon told me this disturbing story today.
So Paul and I came up with one. We were like, "Good evening, America. I am Jason Coltis. It's recently come to my attention that I like saying things like, girl, girl, girl. And I like saying other things like truth."
Or what had happened was.
What happened was...
In 5, 4, 3, 2,
Crickets.
1.
Crickets.
Yay.
That was. Does anyone remember what you guys were talking about right before that?
We were making fun of Jason.
Of me. The whole I'm Jason Coltis.
Oh yes. Okay.
Girl.
Toast.
Toast. Barbacoa.
Toast.
Toast.
That's what
If you could
a
only
certain
see
someone close
Joel.
to my heart says. Toast.
Who's
Toast.
that? Me? I don't say that.
There's other people besides you. Someone I live with.
Says toast.
Oh, I can totally
really?
see him saying toast.
Sometimes. He said it and Tim and Steve called him out on it.
And did they call him Chloe Sevigny?
No, they didn't. I don't
Oh,
know.
shit. They missed that.
Yeah, he loves his toast.
Good times. So as you can tell, we decided we would do a podcast without topics, and we're shooting from the hip, and it's super
and
funny
that's
already, isn't it,
different-
guys?
That's
Thanks.
different from any other time. How? How is that
Maybe-
different from any other
maybe we-
B-Talk?
Should we have like a little recap of what we've been doing for the last 3 years?
I think you should make it up.
Yeah.
Make up things.
Let's make it
Make
up.
up shit? Oh,
I've been huge into UNICEF. Huge.
I don't know her. Who's UNICEF?
Whoa, girl.
Is that one of those names on that, 50, black
Like Orangelo.
or Visa
Or
or Espen
Obama-Nisha.
Okay.
or Big Macanisha?
Or Watermelon Andra.
Oh no!
That was getting so
there.
racist. Hold it. Hold up. Hold up.
Racism at level 4.
Hold up. Hold up.
What is DEFCON?
That was full-blown.
What number is
That was
DEFCON
full blown,
racism?
according to Joel. I'll have you know, I did not make that up. Go to the video. There's a video, and there's people doing it.
You put it on video? That's not cool.
That's totally cool. Anyway, I didn't make up that name. I'm just repeating it.
So it totally doesn't make me a racist. I'm just repeating what someone else said for comic relief.
Exactly. Hello. You're the one who brought it up, not me.
I did.
Terrible. So Shannon, tell everybody what you've been doing with your music career and releasing a brand new album. Plug. That's not the name of the album. It's called Universe. I was going to call it Little Bird. That's like my favorite song on there.
I was gonna call-
You're like Little Bird,
I was going
Shannon.
to call it UNICEF. What?
UNICEF. How much time do we have for our bios?
We have 15.
20, 30
Your
minutes?
time is over right
30
now.
minutes?
You're done.
Yeah.
So, short story. I left Minneapolis, went to San Diego,
Boo.
stayed there for a while. Boo.
You broke up the band, man.
Shorter.
Whatever.
I know. Wait, we broke up before.
Yes, we did. Like,
Oh, it was Brian Mangan that broke up the band. Oh, that's right. He was the Yoko. Okay.
No last names because no one knows Brian.
No one.
nobody.
Then I stayed in San Diego for a year or so, and then moved to Seattle, where I live now. And that's my story. I started a band, a rock band with some pretty cool guys and some hot guys. Yeah.
Do you want
We're
to
gonna be a
actually talk
power
into the
trio.
microphone,
Power
Kurt?
trios are way better.
What's way better?
Power trios.
Power trios, such as...
Like Muse or Therapy or Rush or
Triads are all the rage now.
Hanson.
That's true. Triads are it. They are the it thing. Although I think they're fast becoming like passe on the way out.
Well, totally.
Wait, how
'cause
can it be it? and now it's passe.
Because people are moving on to 4s. Like 3s are old news.
You know what I think the next rage is going to be? 1s.
Already
I'm
there.
ahead of-
I'm ahead of the curve.
He did the one. It didn't work out real well for him.
Who did the one?
Who? Me?
What are you talking
You
about?
were a solo artist for a really long time.
And you're saying it didn't work out very well? Thanks.
Well, not if you added 2 people to it. I think you were
he's
doing
just
fine.
saying you
I
could
just
have
plugged
done
your last
better.
album, which was a solo effort, and
He's just
lovely.
saying you underachieved.
I know what he's saying. I'm kidding. Yeah, so I have an album. It's called The Universe.
To quote,
It's available on iTunes and Amazon and Zune, that Zune marketplace, and
we get
Google
it. We
Play.
get it. It's available.
And Spotify.
It's available and copies are selling fast.
And I started a rock band, and we're gonna rock out Seattle.
Rock it out. But you don't have a name yet, so send all interesting names to Shannon Grady, care of, I don't know, Jeremy Higgins, care of something.
Yeah, just put a £sign before it.
It's a hashtag.
Oh. Hashtag.
what about like Lady Papa? Yeah, no.
What about drunken lady fingers?
I think I'm gonna call.
2000. Oh, there is.
That's already that's already taken. I think we're gonna call it Shannon Grady and Your Face.
Your face.
I'm done. I'm out.
You are done. I had a Jaden Smith quote in there somewhere, and I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna put it on skyhooks, if you will, right over here
Skyhook.
for the
You
for the
have
right
Jaden
opportunity.
Smith quotes at
Oh.
your beck and call.
You guys, I've been just clamoring for this show. I've been just stockpiling all sorts of shit.
That's an interesting
No,
thing. Let me
I have
write that
not.
down. Oh, Jaden, that's amazingly clever.
So, Kurt, what have you been doing for the last 3 years?
Ruining my life on pills.
Pills and booze.
Viagra.
With Viagra.
Yeah.
Listen to that.
Who knew you could have too many of those little blue pills?
Jeremy Renner did. Didn't you hear that? That he
Hawkeye
took one?
or
Yeah.
Nighthawk
He,
or
he was supposedly he thought he
is
was
he?
taking your Hawkeye.
Oh,
he was
okay.
also in.
not from MASH of Avengers fame, right?
He's also the new not Jason Bourne, but the Bourne Legacy. No, girl. Dang. No.
You're talking about him like he's dead.
Shannon's freaking out. He's like, I just took a whole bunch of those blue pills.
Yeah.
No, supposedly he thought he was taking an Ambien. Somebody gave him a pill on a transatlantic flight, and he ended up taking a Viagra instead. I don't know how. The pills don't look anything alike from what I see in ads. I've never seen one in person. But and supposedly he had a hard-on the entire flight from London back to LA.
Wait, I thought Viagra didn't actually give you the heart on it. It makes it easier to will it.
To wish it into
To
existence.
fruition.
It's a unicorn pill. He just thinks really hard, and then rainbows kind of shoot out of his.
I've never
nether
taken
region.
Viagra, but people that I
Abracadabra.
know who have taken Viagra say that it's just much easier to get it up than
People
It doesn't
you
just
know?
like you don't take the pill and automatically you're like
Speaking to the man in the mirror.
Well, maybe
Shamo.
maybe the flight attendants were really sexy and.
just gave him a boner.
Just gave him a boner, and then he couldn't get rid of it, and he should have consulted a physician because it lasted longer than 4 hours.
I heard he's gay.
What? From who?
I'm just kidding.
He's reading those pop culture journals again.
Girl, you crazy. If he was gay. Girl, you crazy.
I got nothing.
Again, this is my time right now. Okay, can we get back on track here? That's it. I don't have anything.
Kurt, what have you been doing?
It's a blackout. I've been just in a haze, right? I don't know. What have I been doing? I'm still living here in Minneapolis. I've lost some weight. There we go. Jazzercise is fantastic. That Jane found a workout I found in my mother's basement is lovely.
Jade found it herself. Or?
No, just this book. It's
VHS.
And
actually
you
a
still had the
vinyl,
free
but
headband
it's
that came with it. That was
killer. It's
awesome.
killer. Fuck Zumba or whatever that is. You get Jane Fonda on the turntables. It works your shit out. That's all. I mean, and I'm the proof. Look at this. Listen to this. It sounds thinner, doesn't it?
Can I stop
Don't answer
looking
that.
now?
It sounds more shallow.
It is actually. It is. It is.
I do believe that you are the thinnest of us all.
Girl, how much have you lost?
You are.
How much have you lost?
I've lost about 60 pounds.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah. So,
Awesome.
but been going to the gym. I haven't really been doing Jane Fonda. You guys, I was kidding about that. I know you thought I was, but I wasn't. Yeah.
So now do you
But
hang
I
out
got
at
sick
the,
of being kind of a, fatty.
So now do you hang out at the saloon with all the twins?
I do.
In the shower.
Are you still sick of that?
What do you eat?
I just watch my carbs.
The answer is nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, no, it's kind of amazing once you pay attention to what you eat, how you don't want to eat that stuff anymore when it's, So I've really gotten good. I mean, I don't want to be all preachy because this is just something I did,
Right.
and I'm not.
No, but
I'm not trying to force it on anybody, but it's just easier if you want to do it. Really pay attention to labels, and you will stop eating certain things.
Oh, now see, I was paying attention to the nachos last night, and there was no roadblocks there. I just kept eating them. So I'm just saying, you're eating the wrong things.
The nachos were really good last night. Here's the thing, though. I'm a firm believer that when you make the shift in your head, it will happen. But until you will yourself to do it, it's not going to happen. No matter how much you can start any diet, and it's not going to work unless you really make that shift in your head.
Yeah. Well, and to be honest, for me, I needed to make the shift because I had I did this last year. Is before I went to P-Town, I started working out. I'm going to be thin for P-Town, and I did it
That's always a great motivator.
2 months out or something, and clearly it didn't work. You know what I mean? I was still large and in charge out there. So then
we know.
Yeah, there's pictures, there's photos.
But we gave an amazing party.
True this. So then booking it out again this year, that was kind of the incentive to start kind of going on this journey. And the thing is for me is, well, like everybody, you need some kind of results or reward.
External.
And so just when things started, as soon as clothes started fitting better and just my body felt firmer and better, tighter, then that drove me to keep going and doing and stuff. So,
do you have an end goal? Just curious.
Death. Like I said, I got a pill addiction like nobody's business. So that combined with not eating, I think it's pretty solid. I got a lock on that one. Right?
Do you have a number goal that you're shooting for, or are you just looking to feel better and be thinner?
See, because the thing is because I'm lifting weights and I'm putting on muscle, which weighs more than fat, and so the thing is that I don't get on the scale often. I do my results basically by the mirror because I keep gaining weight
because you're vain
because I'm vain
and narcissistic.
Right. So if I look good, then I know I'm doing the right thing.
How is the enamel on your teeth holding up?
I have had some dental work lately too. So, girls, I'm a mess. Girl. But other than that, I did want to push my single agenda. Use this show as a platform to let everyone know that I'm single.
We've lost all audio.
And
Are you serious?
Nice.
I was like, shit. Even the computer knows.
So that's all. Okay, Jason, what have you been doing?
Goddamn nothing.
I know.
Yay.
I know. I've been
Joel?
watching from afar.
Yeah, I can confirm that.
It's a little embarrassing.
He
Just
has
saying.
been doing nothing.
No,
Nothing
you're
at
quite a
all.
traveler with the volleyball. You've been.
I have been traveling. I've been to multiple cities in the last 3 years, and mainly been visiting people when I can, and I can a lot. So I've been to Chicago, Seattle, San Francisco,
Asia,
Dallas.
Africa, Afghanistan.
Yes, the Iraq, the Iraq.
Afghanistan.
Kandahar.
Yeah. No, but seriously.
It's a Breakfast Club reference.
like,
Somebody will get it.
I've been traveling a lot, and in the summers I've been going to my mom's non-cabin.
I love the non-cabin.
The non-cabin. I love the non-cabin.
He's like,
It's really great because it doesn't have all the hang-ups that regular cabins have.
Like having to, I don't know, like having to mow and shit. We don't have to do that at the non-cabin.
And running water is really overrated.
Totally. There's a lake. There's a lake out there. I don't know what else you need.
Do we need to take a...
no.
Joel,
nothing,
what have you
nothing
been up
to see
to?
on this side of the table.
I've been pretty much the same thing as Jason. Actually, Jason and I travel a lot together, actually, now that, I don't know. Yeah, in the last couple of years, and like when I first started going to some of the bear events, like Albert would never go because they're really not his thing. But then in the last couple of years, we are doing a ton of bear events.
And you were real sad.
No, it was fun, but I think Albert got burnt out on bear events because
It's like, oh, great. Albert wants to come
like,
again.
Yay!
Sorry, guys. I've been talking to on Growlr for months.
My cock-blocking boyfriend's coming. Awesome.
That's what I've been doing lately. Growlr and Scruff.
Oh.
Oh, I'm glad you brought this up because I want to talk about them in the fact that I hate them, but they're like a necessary evil, I think, for dating or even being social in 2012.
That billboard's not working out for you, or what?
No, I put a lot of fucking money in that. I art directed it. I had professional photos shot. And you know what? They printed the fucking phone number wrong, okay?
Yeah, but you went cheap with it. You like the other half is the abortion ad, and that like give up abortions. That is not. You're digging in the wrong pool. I'm just saying.
Not the best platform, people. Okay, I'm just saying. Live and learn. It was a hard lesson. Hard lesson.
Yeah, splurge.
But that even in 4-color, that fucking phone number would be wrong. That's all I'm saying, okay?
I agree with you though that it's totally like you have to have them on your phone, and the regular website social networking I don't think is nearly as popular as it used to be, and it doesn't
What
give you the
website?
real time, like you can't log on to Bear 411 and be like, you know, oh,
Who's around me?
who's within 200 feet of me.
Yeah, you can on your phone. The
You
mobile
are
version
so
does that.
blacklisted now from Bear 411. This is Shannon, by the way.
We are all Shannon Grady.
You can do Barefoot on mobile on your phone.
Nobody does that.
Right. Okay,
Nobody does that.
Here's my thing. Okay, so like, you know, my relationship ended like, well, it's just a little over a year ago, and so I kind of took this like grand hiatus from dating after I realized like I wasn't ready. So, and I deleted all my apps, the dating apps, and I wasn't missing them at all. Like, this is really nice because the thing that I find about them is that. And I think it's because of the nature that they're on someone's phone, which is very personal and single to that person. So there's it's just ripe with married dudes, partnered dudes. I don't find a lot of single on there. And so.
And I'm really looking for single and ready to mingle. Let's be honest.
I won't lie. I'm ready. I've come out of my year hiatus. We're doing this. Let's go.
You are like a turtle coming out of its shell.
But yeah.
Or a lipstick
There we
coming out of
go.
a...
Just twist me a little bit.
Here comes the lipstick.
You were ready to emerge on the scene.
But I mean, well, Joel, you're partnered, so that doesn't matter to you. But Jeremy,
So you don't matter.
Well, like the rest of us, we're all single.
I don't mind the apps. I mean, I look at it as like you can.
We're talking about applications, not appetizers.
But I'd rather talk about appetizers.
there.
No, I actually like Growlr because I get to chat with all kinds of people, and I don't
All
really
those
get out
people from other
like
countries?
I actually from Spain
Well, I've
mostly.
chatted with a couple from other countries, but I always find it interesting because this weekend is the World Series softball thing. So I'm thinking, I'll check my phone thinking, I might get some messages from just strangers who are in town. And it'll be somebody who I don't recognize from the normal crop of people who show up. And it's like, oh, where are you from? Oh, actually, you're 15,000 miles away. You know,
Why does that? But why does that bother you?
It's just weird.
Because he wants to play with their wiener. No, and he doesn't have that long of arms.
I'm a little T-Rex.
Asia makes Joel's arms look like T-Rex arms. That's all I'm saying.
Asia, all of Asia.
All of Asia. Well, even Russia, Europe, Eurasia, milfoil.
I love Eurasia.
You love Eurasia. You love Eurasia something else. I'm just saying.
Well, I
No,
had this.
I have a question about the functionality of both of those apps. Do you tend to look at just the nearby tab, or do you look at the whole like anywhere?
I look at both.
Okay.
But
When I start striking out on the nearby tab, then we go global. So I won't lie.
It's called desperation.
Yeah, I like to refer to it as the desperation tab.
It shouldn't be world tab or like everyone tab. It should be desperation tab.
Or just bottom of the barrel.
Dang, girl.
I'm just kidding. But it's interesting because if you click on... No.
I'm just kidding. But it's just kidding.
It's totally fine.
But isn't
I
there...
think everyone knows you're kidding.
Isn't there?
Maybe.
There's one. I always say I'm kidding, but I'm never really kidding. That's a great shirt. No, but like, isn't there a tab in Growlr that says like people basically they're trying to pick the types that you like? Or
Yeah, today.
What?
now I clicked.
Hold up. I have no idea.
It's
I
in
need
the-
a tutorial.
No,
'cause
you need to
I've
go to.
not
Here's
seen
the
this.
thing. There's a whole bunch of tabs under galleries that you need to check out because that's where the like picked for you or single or super
Yeah,
hot
and I don't
or
know how
blocked,
they do it because
they're all
when
there.
I went in and picked the one that I
Blocked.
thought was supposedly supposed to be my type, they weren't really my type.
You get a lot of Asians, don't you?
No, it was a lot more like super muscular, like not steroidy, but
and not a
does that
gray
mean-
hair
does that
in
mean-
sight is what he's saying.
Does that mean
they were
that-
all colored?
that those are the type of people that you look at and
Hair.
like is there some does anyone know if it populates like if like it compiles like pictures or these people tend to look at these pictures? Does anyone know how it works? No.
See, I was wondering that too when I found it. I thought, how does it know what I like? I mean, is it pulling
Well,
keywords
I mean,
out of
or
that
wouldn't-
field where you just type in shit? Or
Wouldn't
Doesn't it go off the things that you select? Like if you like
look,
Cubs or Chubs
Jeremy,
or
Jeremy, our
Bears or-
producer, is on Joel's My Matches.
oh,
Oh, so
that's so
sweet. So cute. No,
What does
but I
that
mean, does
mean?
it, here's
so happy
here's what I'm wondering.
together.
Does it somehow record like
Doesn't it go off by
like-
your selections? Like if you want Cubs or Chubs or Muscle Bears or
does
Daddies
it go
or whatever.
does it go by that or does it go by a history of like you are looking at these profiles and other people who looked at these profiles also looked at these profiles?
I'm sure it's probably just more simple that you
because
select.
that would be like a
you select
Facebook
your
logarithm.
preferences.
I think
You
it's just
select your
random.
preferences
It's
and
just
then-
random because there's like a big ball belly guy on here, but then there's also like very thin too. So it's just a total cross section on mine. I'm not
Maybe
saying
Jeremy-
that.
maybe
you
before
said
it even
that.
began.
Maybe Jeremy has
Oh.
more of a wider range than you do, Joel.
What? This is my phone.
I know, but if you and Jeremy are compatible, I'm just saying maybe his range is much bigger.
I have a pretty big range.
Yeah, but
That's your ass.
Yes, you do.
That's your ass, Joel.
That turned into like a really
It's a big range. It is.
yeah.
It takes up a lot of space. That's a big
behind
range.
it coming into the house. Trust me, it's big. It's a big range.
Big, you know? Only getting bigger.
oh,
That's not true. That's not true. Joel has lost weight too.
I have lost weight.
I've lost nothing. I've actually gained weight.
Woohoo! Woo! You won. You're
I
the
won.
winner.
But I've been hiking.
On the podcast.
Whoa, that is a ball
I've
belly.
been hiking a lot and doing lots of push-ups.
Shit, that's too much.
Push-ups?
Yeah.
Working out those Pam
That's
Anns.
preggers.
Hell yeah.
Nice. They're looking real nice too, lady.
Thank you. I got to make them a little firmer. I'm old now. Fucking shit.
So that's
Well,
a
the
big.
bottom part's saggy, but the top part's getting firmer.
It's working. It's
So
fine.
Shannon,
It's
that's
fine.
a big milestone. You are the first of us to cross over.
Crossover what?
Not into moobs. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about into. No, not hiking.
Into the 300s?
No, you were not the first to cross over into the 300s.
We started
that was
there.
certainly
We started there.
Sorry. I wasn't sure if we were going to get real nasty, but
Oh, that's
evidently
fine.
it's just me.
That's fine.
I think he needs the AARP.
Yes, I mean your age. You are the first
I am
of us
not
to.
AARP.
No, you are the first of us to cross into 40s.
No, Jeff was 40.
Does Jeff look like he's here? You are the first of us to cross into 40.
Yeah,
Let's
well,
talk.
I'm over 40.
So is it because
As in older than? As in older than 40, or like, I'm so over 40.
No, I'm 41.
both? He's over 40.
I'm over 40 and I'm over 40.
So have you not been losing weight because it's harder to lose weight as you get older? I mean, the question just begs to be asked. I mean, someday I'll be 40.
So like
Is it,
most,
is it your
okay,
slowing
let's-
metabolism
let's
and
break it down.
your impending menopause? Is it your higher estrogen levels?
It's
Don't
the
worry, girl. I
Ensure.
got a pill for that.
Thank you.
It's the Ensure. That Ensure is packed full of carbs.
So like most fat boys,
Fosamax?
you like to eat and you gain weight and then you're like, oh shit, I'm too fat, and you try to lose weight and you do the whole thing. We've
I've
all
never
done
done
it.
that.
Anyway, so I did the route that Kurt did. Like I went through this whole thing when I lived in San Diego about watching everything I ate. Like I tried not to buy any processed food at all, if at all possible. Like I tried to go the super healthy route, and I actually lost like 70 pounds.
I remember that.
And-
that you were very
Not
much more
Did I
health
say
conscious.
70? That's a lot of weight. I lost like 30 actually.
No, I was like, I knew it wasn't.
I was like, I don't think I knew you when you were in San Diego. Did we not talk?
I knew
don't
it
know.
wasn't
I don't know.
70, but
30. I lost 30. Well, I was also like, anyway.
active.
Working Panub.
I was going to say
Passive
real
aggressive.
depressed. But
Yeah, but usually
Oh, depression's hysterical.
San
Let's
Diego
talk about that.
San Diego will do that.
no, but then when I
ouch,
moved.
619 Bearcast. Eat that.
Oh, but when I moved to Seattle, I turned 40. I was in Seattle and I was like, oh shit, I'm like 40. I really need to
shit.
start taking care of myself.
Right?
Like, not just eating right, but like actually being more active. And so I started hiking and I just started walking. I live really close to this really awesome lake, and I started walking the lake.
Is that Green Lake?
Green Lake.
I
Yep.
love Green Lake.
And I
That's great.
recently started this like push-up challenge where you're supposed to do 100 push-ups in 6 weeks, and I started out doing
Not cumulatively in 6 weeks, but by the end of
By
6
the end
weeks,
of 6
be able
weeks,
to do
yeah.
100.
Yes.
In how long?
consecutively.
24 hours.
I don't think it's clearly not working in my thing.
But no, but
I started
how
out
many
with
did
5.
you do the other day?
Oh,
How
the
many
other day I did
cumulative-
120.
In one day, you did 120. That's great.
In one day, or how many do you do at a time?
Well, it's sets. So I did like 15, then 15, and then 12, then 12, and then it just keeps going up. And at the end, I did 30. Well, I was supposed to, but I did.
I was thinking
I
that
did
you were doing
15
over
and then
100 like
15
in
again.
one. I thought you were doing over 100 in like one shot. I was like, holy
Well,
shit,
it's
that's a lot.
timed. I bought an app that it sets up time, so you rest like a minute between each set.
You got an app to do push-ups?
Yes, because it times you.
Girl, these things don't come naturally to some of us, okay? Like, there's not a time in my life when I've ever been like, oh shit, I think I'm going to get down on the floor and crank out 100 push-ups. I need somebody directing me. And if it's not my trainer, because it's not, because I fired him. And by that, I mean, actually, LA Fitness fired him. But, it has to be somebody external from me that's telling me to do that many push-ups.
Well, for me, it kept track, and it timed me, and it's something I did because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to think.
And you're not real good with math. So.
And I'm horrible with math. So I started doing that, and I can after 6 weeks I could already tell a difference, a big difference.
So for Christmas this year, my mom bought me P90X, and because I wanted it, I asked for it, and why I asked for it now, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? But has anyone seen the infomercial for P90X? The X is for extreme.
Numerous times. It's very inspirational.
While I'm eating my feelings on the couch, usually.
But you know what? Here's the thing: is I have it too. My sister has it, and I've borrowed it. And what I found I do is I get the discs out, and I'll put them in, thinking like, oh yeah, today's the day. And then it's like, oh, I better just watch it and go through it and make sure I can do all the movements and motions and things. And then
you're like
and
the auditors in college. Like, I'm not going to actually pay for this course. I'm just going to sit in and watch it. Exactly. I'm not going to take the test. I'm not going to crack the book. I'm just going to watch them talk.
Yeah, I look at it and I say, yeah, I could do that tomorrow. So yeah, I've watched the intro one probably 4 times already, and it's good. It's real good.
It's real
because you can do it with music, without music. And there's just options, and which I love. And but yeah, I just haven't actually done it.
Can you do it in Spanish?
No, I don't think there's that option,
No.
but they're coming out with a new one soon.
P90X and Fuego, maybe, I think is what it's. Yeah, it's
Zumba edition.
Shannon, quit looking at me like that. I'm not
P89.
Mexican. I just speak the language. Not at all.
So I've done some of them. I've done like now 4 of the discs in the pack, and
How many are in the pack?
I don't know. I haven't counted that far because I'm too scared to.
I think there's like 15 discs.
It's something like that. I think there's 7 for the first phase, and like I don't know.
And what is the goal of P90X?
To have a beach body.
Yes, but
Gross.
where? Okay, seriously, is that the goal?
I mean, that's not my goal, but that's
Okay,
like
what is the infomercial goal of
it's to
P90X?
get you as fit as you can be in 90
to
days.
like what it's for is the thing is P90X is not for us tech per se. I think it's for those people that are like already really fit and they're trying to get really cut and really ripped and really like when they've kind of plateaued and can't go anywhere. But yet I watch it and think, wow, I could do that. Clearly I can't.
Its goal is to get you to commit to 4 easy payments of $49.95. That's the goal.
It's true.
Because there's a guy in I just recently found this out. There's a guy in Seattle who is trying to do like a boot camp for guys like our size.
Yep.
So he's tailoring it to big people. So he's not, like,
So
do
it's similar-
300 push-ups.
so
And you're
it's
like, fuck you, I'm
similar
leaving.
to CrossFit. If you've heard of CrossFit, that's kind of the same concept. It's more
Is that
like
for fat people?
No. But I mean, it's like a gym that's not a gym. It doesn't have a bunch of like treadmills and those kinds of things. It's more like
Yeah, this is
It's
out,
like a
out on the
junkyard gym.
beach. Like you
Right.
meet. He wants people to meet on this beach, and on the Puget Sound, and then you do this workout. And
There's actually like over near where Albert and I live. When I come home, there must be some trainer who meets with people on this long hill, and there's people doing lunges and stuff up and down the hill all the time.
fuck him.
I think. See, that's.
That's-
to
do you know
me,
how many
that's way
lunges-
better than going to a gym.
Right. Well, and that's what this is. I mean, you're
Yeah.
using your own body weight for most of the exercises, and once in a while you're getting like some rubber bands. Like if you can't do pull-ups like me, you do rubber bands instead. But I was just gonna say, yoga is the worst shit ever.
I love it.
Yeah,
I've been
'cause
taking
you haven't
a yoga
been doing it
class.
with. You haven't been doing it with P90X.
No, I've been taking a yoga class, and I mean, my fat body can't do all those poses, but I really like it.
You got downward dog down though, right? Like,
I knew that before
just
yoga.
that is not considered yoga.
No, it's Happy Baby. That's the one he knows.
He knows Happy Baby for
He
sure.
sure does.
And
Oh no, you've gotten to Happy Baby.
I got 10 through the first 10 minutes of the P90X yoga, and my shirt was drenched in sweat already. I had to take my shirt off to finish it, and I looked at the ticker. Counting down like how much time is left. 80 minutes of yoga left.
What is Happy Baby exactly?
Do you remember that picture of Brian Mangan with his legs in the air and his arms wrapped around the inside of his legs?
No. You grab your toe. You grab your feet. And then you
position, is it?
basically you just lay on your back and you grab your feet like babies when they lay on their back and they can grab their feet.
Like the Venus butterfly or what?
Except your feet are not together. Your feet are apart.
Yeah, your legs
Yes.
are spread and your
Oh, okay.
but downward dog
he will.
is where your hands are on the floor and your feet are on the floor and you're basically in a A shape.
Oh no, I know what downward dog is.
Oh, we know, you know.
Gross.
But actually,
wanna think
so
about
I'm
you and
taking this
downward
awesome
dog.
yoga class
It's not me in that
and
position.
it's all about here's the first thing that she said was yoga is about breathing and not about pain. So if it hurts, stop immediately.
Well, that is not what they say on P90X. That isn't even close to what they say. But at the end, they do say, Namaste. And they want you to
that makes it
fucking
all
ohm.
better.
They want you to fucking ohm. And I'm like, I'm going to ohm my shoe right through the TV right now.
So do you think that you will stick with this?
I think I have to build up to it, and it's actually something that I think I will probably incorporate, but I don't think I'm probably ever going to do 6-7 days a week of P90X. Like, it's going to be an adjunct to going to the gym.
Because I'm finding like I need to do stuff outside. I need to do my.
I hate doing things
I
outside.
do need to do my physical activity outside.
I need to
in
have
a non-traditional.
I need to have a controlled
lift
environment.
up and down thing. Those
If
gyms,
I go
no.
outside, I get distracted. I don't work as hard. If I'm in the gym, I work as hard as I can during this amount of time because I
don't-
feel like if
if you went on
I put in 45 minutes on an elliptical, I'm going to get it done and get out so I can get food.
Well, here's the thing: when you're on elliptical,
Treat
you're
yourself.
you're using less muscles than if you go on a hike and you climb up a mountain and it's 1,500
Do you
feet
remember how
up.
flat Minnesota is?
I know.
Bitch. Oh.
Let's go to the mountain, Jason.
I'm just saying that for me that works better because like I'm using my whole body to get up this mountain.
I understand
and
that.
yes, I'm winded and I'm like I have to take like 20 breaks, but I
understand that. But I'm getting a good workout doing what I'm doing too.
Yeah,
It
no,
might
I'm
not-
just saying-
It might not be what's good for you.
No, I understand. I'm just saying, like, I think the whole idea of like going to the gym is really pushed in our society. But I think that there are so many more people who would want to do something outside because that's what makes me like want to go on hikes and stuff like that is making me more fit than, oh God, I want to have to go to a gym and walk on a treadmill. It sounds so tedious and boring.
See, I don't mind going out and doing walks and stuff, but I need like a sport. Like I need to do sports, but due to my knee, I can't do too much. But tennis would be fun, but because going to the gym is boring, and just going out for walks gets boring after a while too. So somebody needs to take up tennis ASAP, Jason.
And move to Minneapolis because I'm not doing it. I hate tennis. But if we played volleyball, I could do it every night.
Well, I found for myself is that in order to do the workout, I had to have a plan. So I went and I researched and I made a workout for myself. And I kind of took little bits from here, there, and the different resources I had, and I created this workout for myself. And as long as I can, I printed it all out. I made a little piece of paper I carried in my pocket, and as long as I knew what I was doing, and I don't mind just getting on the treadmill and walking 30 minutes because that is I'm just going to go and do that and get it done. Whereas if I have to try and figure out what I'm going to do outside for 30 minutes,
So
especially in my neighborhood. What? Are you kidding me?
No, mine too.
I mean, I live near a lake, so walking around the lake is like almost 3 miles. So that's the goal. Like you walk out the front door and you come back, you know.
So Kurt, have you thought about like how are you going to progress? Like you're doing the same kind of routine over and over and over.
Yeah, and I've definitely plateaued. So I mean, I'm in that phase right now where I've got to figure out what the next. And I think I need to consult a trainer because I was actually I got a lot of my information from the Body for Life book as to how I was doing things. So yeah, I'm ready for kind of the next phase.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing to note. Also, have any of you guys ever thought about taking drugs? Kurt, I know you're all about drugs, but like the
Percocet
appetite
does nothing for your muscles. I'm just saying.
Like the appetite suppressants and things like that.
Oh. Dexatrim is really delicious.
I pop it like candy.
It's kind of sweet.
I
and
thought
all those
it
little
is
pills
candy.
just bursting around.
I mix it up with Mike and Ike's. It's a good time.
Never know.
No, I don't know. Like there's a non-surgical weight loss clinic. Like there's surgical weight loss clinics where they do bariatric surgery, but then there's also non-surgical weight loss clinics, which are more like dietary counseling and then prescription things too. Has anyone ever thought about that stuff?
I have, and my whole take on that is entering into this, I didn't want to get involved in anything that I couldn't keep up because I didn't want to go backwards. I didn't want to yo-yo. I didn't want to put in all this work that was based on a pill or something that as soon as I stopped doing it, I'd backslide and get bigger. So that's why I kind of ruled all that stuff out.
And that's what I had started one of those powder drink diets recently where you had like 5
Quick.
not Nestle Quick, where you had like
Nestle
5
Quick.
air quote meals a day and then 1 normal meal. And like the meals were these tiny packets and the shake was like 8 ounces or 6 ounces. And I would just be like mad when I saw people at lunch. I was hangry, not hungry, not angry, hangry.
But that is something that I've done is I have supplemented, or I do supplement meals sometimes with like a protein shake.
Sure.
I get the bulk whey protein at Sam's Club, and then I'll just mix.
So do you supplement or do you replace?
Or I'm sorry, I replace. Like, but what's weird about I just find I'm not as hungry now that I'm working out, and you would think you'd be more hungry because you're burning more, but maybe it's just burning what I've already got under my skin, you know. But so like I can have a blueberry shake and what did you say?
Heaven.
What about a McFlurry shake? Has anyone thought about a McFlurry shake as a dietary supplement?
No.
Shit, I think I'm missing the mark again.
I think this is just my opinion, and I'm very opinionated sometimes.
Yes, we know.
I don't think diets work. They don't work.
I agree with you.
They only you have to make life changes. You have to
are the way to go.
I don't think any of these pills, any of these powders, I don't think any of that stuff works because if it did, none of us would be fat. I mean, we would just take the pills and everyone would be.
I mean, it's a huge industry and they make billions of dollars a year on it. So there's always going to be a magic bullet, quick pill, quick fix, quick something, you know.
Did you get the magic bullet too, the vibrating one?
Whoa.
I'm just vibrating the fat off my ass. What? Okay, so if you
That's a treat. It's like a way to award yourself.
Wait, okay.
Reward yourself. What a great diet day. Pulls open the drawer. Hello, magic bullet.
I'm wearing one right now.
No, I want to hear your magic. No, I want to hear your magic. I want to hear your magic.
Feel that little hum. Hear that little vibration in the background.
I don't know
That's
what this
actually
magic
Kurt's
bullet
ass.
you're talking about because I have a magic bullet and it mixes like food. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, that is unsanitary, to say the least.
But what I was going to say is that so my sister's husband, my brother-in-law's mother.
Oh God, your family tree is convoluted.
Just listen. So my brother-in-law's mom, her idea of losing, she bought one of those this was years and years ago. So she bought one of those things that it vibrates and you put like a strap around your waist and
the
it
thing
shakes.
that Boss Hogg had in the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. So she had one
Now
of those.
we're on board.
She had one of those.
Yeah,
and
he's gray. I know.
she had one of those, and then she would use it, right? And she thought that was her exercise for the day.
I know.
And then she would drink a Slim Fast and eat her meal because she thought that if she took the Slim Fast first and then ate her meal, like it would just kind of flush it
It's
out
just
of
like
her
a
system.
Caltine bar.
Yeah.
It's just like that Norwegian Caltine bar. It makes you bloat, but then you flush everything.
Right.
So my brother-in-law had to tell her politely that if you drink this,
How long ago did
and
she
eat-
get one of these machines?
Oh, this was years ago.
They're
Remember,
not still
I'm
out
old as
there,
shit.
are they? Well, that's true.
Not in our lifetime.
Okay, I'm just going to interrupt here because we are neglecting somebody in the room that is very jazzercised lately. Can I put you on the spot, Jeremy? Will you go on microphone? What are you doing? You're like an ape over there.
And by that he means
he's huge.
He means he's eating bananas.
I hear
and
he's furry and he makes that noise. No, I see on Facebook that he's like lifting tires and shit. And then I hadn't seen him forever.
He's
I saw him in
throwing poop.
Springfield this spring,
and I saw him on Joel's Growlr matches.
right,
and he's
and
there
he's
like
huge.
all
he's huge.
bulking
He looks
up
great, and I
flexing.
I don't think it's roids like some people.
Like me?
No.
Is that what you're alluding to?
Shannon.
Do you have to call out his pimply back right here? Jesus.
Do you not want to talk? Okay.
Yeah. No, I just what
Jeremy's been working
you're
out.
like doing powerlifting and stuff, right? How did you get into that? What's going on? You look great.
Thank you very much.
Namaste.
I'd just like to thank everyone first because it's very important. I've got the monitor in my ear. I can hear.
All right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And a song in his heart.
And a song in my heart. No, I just a friend of mine from New York suggested that I start powerlifting, and he actually had a friend of his who was also living in Austin, which is where I'm now living. And so we started working out together, and basically we would watch YouTube clips from West Coast Fitness and Elite Fitness about how to powerlift, and then we would try to replicate that and videotape ourselves and then send it off to people to see if we were doing it right, and then they would make corrections, and then 21 weeks later, and eventually we'll start.
Did you say 21 weeks later?
21 weeks. Well, I'm 21 weeks into it right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But we're just working on how to do it right still.
Well, it's working.
Well, thank you. Okay, bye.
So
There will be pics later, like with the podcast. So
I don't know.
Do you need a topic?
Yeah, I think we should change the topic. We've been talking about like weight loss for like 30 minutes.
If you need to throw it to a break, we're at a good halfway point.
Well, I'm just saying that's like 30 minutes of like we're fat and we diet and we're still fat.
We'll pear shape it down.
yeah, we'll make it a nice
pear
V
shape it
shape.
down. Not that it's not interesting because it's nice to hear. Well, he's going to be doing all of that.
I will edit.
I gave up all power.
No, I mean, can you make us cut? Like ripped? Not cut like not the opposite of uncut, but cut like the same as ripped.
Oh, you don't mean circumcised. I can't make you cut that the other way. I can definitely cut off your penis.
I say cinch it.
Cinch and tuck my penis. That doesn't sound very comfortable. I'm just saying. All right, let's take a break.
Oh, we're going to take a break?
Let's take a break.
Okay.
So someone throw it to a break. Make it
Hey, we're going to a break.
We'll be right back.
there you
Huzzah!
Namaste.
Yes.
Keep it a little fun. Yeah. Everyone chase Joel. And you'll get... Yeah, get Joel. Belly out. Yay! Yeah. On three. 1, 2. On the red. 3 on the right.
I'm gonna make so much money off this video.